Jurgen Klopp is a better manager than Pep Guardiola. Klopp has just announced that he's going to retire at the end of the season. And if we are to talk about where does he rank as a modern manager, I would say that he's obviously better than Pep, and I'll give my reasons for it. I would say that the best manager, modern manager, would be Sir Alex. No doubt about it, no argument. And the thing about Pep is the media is already biased towards Pep for some reason. He's like the golden boy of the media, and they always try to up him for some reason. Pep has never been the underdog. Pep has always managed in a team which is already a superpower or has a capability of becoming one. If you look at his Barca, he had Messi, Xavi, Iniesta, David Villa, you name it, it's a superpower, right? And he won things there. Yes, he introduced Tiki-Taka. That system needed super players like Messi, Xavi, Iniesta, Puyol, PK, Dani Alves. He went to Bayern after that. Again, a superpower, super money, super team. But he didn't win Champions League there. Then he went to Man City. Unlimited money, unlimited transfers, unlimited charges, one would say. So it's always been the case with Pep is that he has never managed a team where he's the underdog, where he will have challenges with it. But if you look at Klopp, he was at Dortmund. He was the reason Bayern didn't have like a 15 season of dominance. He won things there against Bayern at Dortmund. He came to Liverpool at a point where they were broken after the Brendan Rodgers and the Gerrard slip thing, where a lot of hope was lost from the team. He took that broken team, built it up, raised the morale, raised the standards, brought new things to the league. So in my mind, a manager who has gone through difficulty is always going to be better than a manager who always has things in his hand. If you look at Sir Alex, even before United, he won the Champions League with Aberdeen or the equivalent of it. If you look at Mourinho, he won things at Porto. He won things at Inter Milan. He then went to win on with Chelsea. He was like a super club. So it's just that every other manager has a time where he's the underdog, where they have had challenges of rebuilding, less money, injuries, stuff like that. But Pep has never had that, and that is the reason why I will never consider him to be the best manager ever. If you look at the legacy Klopp is leaving behind, it's his tactics, gegenpress. Because after Klopp introduced it, now you see it in almost every team, not only in the Premier League, but around Europe as well. High press, high running, high energy teams. That's what every team aspires to be now. And Klopp brought it to the league. Let's be honest about it. Even his signings, I wouldn't deny that Klopp hasn't spent big money. He has, obviously, with Van Dijk, with Alisson, stuff like that. But for most of the times, he has worked on low budget. He has signed gems like Robertson from Hull. Nobody knew about Robertson, but he molded him into a world-class player. And it's things like these where you don't get to buy superstars, you make your own superstars. And that's why, even as a United fan, I do like Klopp. And I was jealous of Liverpool of having a manager like that who represented Liverpool more than anything. Because if you look at Pep Guardiola, the simplest explanation would be mixing. This is Liverpool, this is Klopp, and they mix together. If you look at City, this is Pep, and he has overgone City, like he's bigger than City. If you think of City, you would think of Pep Guardiola. But if you think of Pep Guardiola, you don't think of City only. You might think of Barca, you might think of Bayern. But it's the reverse with managers like Arsene Wenger. If you think of Arsene Wenger, you think of Arsenal. You think of Arsenal, you think of Wenger. Similar for Sir Alex. Similar for, let's say, Jurgen Klopp. So these managers leave a much big imprint on the community, on the world of football, than just the trophies. Yes, he hasn't won a lot. Yes, he hasn't had the best record. But in my mind, Jurgen Klopp will always be a better manager than Pep. And if I were to rank them, I would say that Klopp, Mourinho, and then Pep. Like Pep would be my third between these three managers. I'm not going to include more experienced managers like Ancelotti, Wenger, or Sir Alex in this because I'm just comparing it in the last like 15 years. And so, in that sense, it is a loss to the league that Klopp is leaving, and it's a bittersweet moment for most of us. Because let's be honest, unless you're a Liverpool fan, you must be happy that Klopp is leaving Liverpool because Liverpool has been a titan in the last 9 years since he's been here. Klopp leaving Liverpool means that there's a lot more chance for any other team to win silverware or to finish higher in the league, to finish higher in the Champions League. Because there have been such consistent performance through every year he's been there. And it's a sad moment because Klopp is a great manager. It's not only his tactics, but him as a personality as well. He brought energy, he brought enjoyment, he brought fun to the league. Whether it's his tactics, whether it's his interviews, whether it's his decisions. And so, yeah, I will miss Klopp being in the league, but I'm also happy that he's finally leaving Liverpool. Now the question comes up, what's next for Liverpool? Who is going to manage Liverpool next? The two choices I would say is that Xabi Alonso, the favourite, then someone like De Zerbi. And if I'm being honest, I think it might be too early for Xabi to come to Liverpool. And so I would think that an out-of-field manager appointment which will suit Liverpool would be Zidane. But of course, Zidane has some issues where he doesn't want to come to England because he doesn't want to learn English. But it might change with the passion of Liverpool. The biggest issue which I think for Liverpool is not the manager, it's the players. Liverpool currently are almost finished with the rebuild. They have a lot of young players and a lot of superstars. Let's name a few. Salah, now that Klopp is gone, he might think of going to Saudi. Trent might actually go to Madrid or Barca because let's be honest, both of those superpowers need a right back. And Trent has already seen that an Englishman can be successful in the Spanish league with Bellingham there. So at this point, I won't be surprised if Trent leaves Liverpool in the next 1 or 2 years if the new manager doesn't succeed. The similar thing can be said about the new signings. McAllister, Gakpo, Szoboszlai, and let's say someone else like Nunes. These players who probably joined Liverpool because they believed in Klopp. And now that Klopp is in there and the team, let's say, starts performing badly for the next 2 years under the new manager, because let's be honest, it's really hard to come to a club after a legend has just left. We have seen it at every club, basically. Right after a legendary manager leaves, it never goes well most of the times for the next manager. If you look at Wenger, Unai didn't work. If you look at Ferguson, Moyes didn't work. If you look at Chelsea, after Mourinho, most of the managers didn't really stick. So Liverpool are going to go through a period of settlement, of change, and that's good news for the league because that's mean more competition and more chance for others to grab some glory. The other question is, what's next for Jurgen Klopp? His retirement news is kind of sudden. Even I think that it might be medical related, like some health issue, but it could very well be mental exhaustion because let's be honest, competing in this era of social media, of this kind of football, high press, where you have to be hands-on with every single thing, it can be very draining. And I think Klopp might take a year break and I can see him going to one of three places. Madrid, with maybe Carlo Ancelotti leaving in 2025. Barca, with Xavi already under pressure. And of course, Germany, because the German association has been chasing Klopp for a long while and Hansi Flick did not perform at the World Cup. And if he doesn't perform in the Euros again, I can see Hansi Flick getting sacked and Klopp going there because it will allow Klopp to take a little bit break and as well as stay involved in the game. So even as a United fan, I can respect for what Klopp has done for the league, Klopp has done for Liverpool, and he will surely be missed from the league. And at the same time, I'm happy to see him go because let's be honest, Liverpool is the one team which has almost always destroyed United, be it home or away. I haven't been afraid of any other team as much as Liverpool because we have beaten City, we have beaten Arsenal, Chelsea, whatever. But it's always been Liverpool who always embarrass us. So it's an end of an era, and let's see if the Liverpool management can go to a successful period or will just struggle like United did after Sir Alex left. If you like my video so far, then I would really appreciate if you can leave a like and let me know what you think of the video and about Klopp leaving. I'll see you all in my next video. Goodbye.